are not permitted to attend. 2, that a maximum of 300 persons will be permitted. 3, that these 300 persons be properly organised, orderly and controlled, and that once the ceremony has taken place, the group will disperse and leave the area. It is further understood that the ceremony will commence at dawn and conclude no later than 0700 hours on the 21st of June. Each individual ceremony must not take longer than 45 minutes. And 4th, that the 300 persons travel to the area in privately contracted coaches, the firm or firms used to be previously identified to the police, and that they travel to a location previously identified by the police. And 5th, groups of 100 will be permitted to travel to the junction of the A303 and A344, where all persons will dismount, hold their ceremony, and return to the coaches and travel back to the assembly point.
It's just going to be ignored.
It doesn't carry any legal weight anyway. There's nothing they can do legally to stop us from peacefully walking up to the stones. That is British law. There is nothing. There is no injunction to stop people from going to the stones. 45 people have been stopped from going to the stones this year. Anybody else can walk up to Stonehenge peacefully, and that is exactly what we're going to do.
But if we're not named on that, I'm not named on that list, so I'm going to Stonehenge. I can't speak for everybody else, but I think that everybody else is of the same mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to burn these.
Burn them.
You're a waste of trees anyway.
Because I ain't going to be told how to practice my religion.
I'm here to fill the form, mate. If I get the form filled out, then I'm happy, right? And then you can be on your way. If I get a lot of hassle, then okay, we start stopping the vehicle, checking it, taking all the stuff out the back if there's any offences. And we're not satisfied with particulars, you get arrested, taken back to Salisbury Police Station.
On land subject of a High Court injunction, you may be liable to arrest for breach of the peace.
It's going to an ancient monument that's thousands and thousands of years old.
Like I said,
Where are you going on holiday this year?
I'm not going on holiday this
Well,
year.
nor are we now.
Wow.
That's our only holiday we get.
That was your holiday? Well, it's not my doing. There you are, okay?
No,
The
it's not
injunction...
your doing, it's not his doing, it's not his doing.
Listen, the injunction is in force, all right? And myself and my colleagues are here to enforce it.
There's a law like that exists in the country, or the police just creating it, you know, inventing it.
Have you just come through here?
Yes, I walked through there and I walked back and I've had the police stop me and say, what is your name, what is your address, where do you live? And I say, it's none of your business, you know. I'm a free person, supposedly in a free country. I'm a peaceful, person. Why can't I walk where I want to walk? I'm not creating any trouble, neither are these people. So why are the police stopping us and creating us trouble, you know?
What did they ask you to produce?
They wanted us to produce evidence of who we were and where we lived so they could serve an injunction against persons known. Now, as far as I'm concerned, this is common land where we're camping, and the only reason we're camping in somebody's field is because they won't give us a place to stay. It's up to them to do it, you know. The authorities are all ganging up against us, and then they say we're creating the trouble, and we're not.
I've just spoken to the police again. Now they've given us, you know, for what it's worth, a guarantee that we aren't going to get any hassle on the roads, apart, listen, this is what I'm going to say, apart from legality hassles, right, paperwork hassles. Now what they've said they're going to do to save sort of stopping everyone and breaking everyone up into silly little groups, which is going to be bad for them as well as us, right? They're going to wait until they consider that we've travelled a fair number of miles or a fair distance, and then they're going to stop everybody individually or walk up to their vehicles or whatever when we stop and ask for paperwork.
Can I make a suggestion? Why aren't the illegal vehicles just parked up somewhere and left behind and everybody walks? That's what happened at Stony Cross. I mean, people were forced into it at Stony Cross, but they'd made the decision already the day before at a site meeting that they were going to leave all the lunched out motors behind and get on the legal ones. There must be enough legal motors here to get people there, or do it as a walk. Powerful things, walks.
Yeah, but what about are we going to be stopped? How are we going to be? Yeah, but what does a suitable amount of miles mean? It means when they get us into a position. How are we going to be? but then we use our noddles and we don't go down any city.
Right, there is absolutely no way you can fight your way to the stones.
Right, yeah.
I mean, anybody who thinks that they're going to bust through police roadblocks and fight things is just kidding themselves.
Yeah. What do you propose doing when they start beating you? First of all, the judge is going to stand there and say...
You don't get to the point where that sort of thing begins.
At midday, more than 300 people leave the camp and make their way onto the A36 in the direction of Stonehenge. At this stage, they still don't know how far the police will allow them to go. About 5 miles from Stonehenge, the convoy is stopped in its tracks. Waiting in the middle of a dual carriageway is a force of several hundred police.
This is a police announcement. This is as far as you are permitted to go in this convoy formation. You are instructed now to disperse immediately. If you do not disperse, you will be arrested for obstructing the highway.
Who's causing the obstruction? You are! Down this road is a public highway!
I repeat, this is a police announcement. This is as far as you are permitted to go in this convoy formation. You are instructed to disperse immediately. If you do not, you will be arrested for obstructing the highway.
Can we calm it all down for 10 minutes?
What's the first thing to go when freedom goes?
Let him
freedom to travel.
No, let him answer. There is no... Under what law are you
split
doing
into small
this?
groups, okay, and go forward, and we'll open the road now.
No. The law.
Otherwise, we'll have to
can we sort of talk about this for a minute, right? As I spoke to you...
I wish I could do that away from here.
Well, yeah, you're not going to get away from, everybody, right? The situation as it stands, right, is that either everybody sits here, yeah, and we try and get a piece of land or something sensible sorted out between us, right? Or you bring on all your lads that you have sitting down this road here in reserve, right? And the same thing's going to happen as it did to the Hampshire Constabulary when they raided Stony Cross. We have all these film crews around, and it doesn't look too good on you, lads, does it? When you start pouring thousands and thousands of officers in to arrest every single member, right? So is it not better that we try and get this sorted out?
We have no land to give you, you know very well we haven't. We've got no sites.
But if you can tell us where the land is, then you could go in your small groups and recongregate on that land, no problem. And we're not going to stop you from doing that if you can tell us where it is.
Well, I don't know either. And if you want to know the way, ask a policeman. That's
Can we get out a normal survey map for him?
I mean, what alternatives do we have? I mean, the alternatives seem to be that people sit here for hours on end, as happened on the A36.
They will be arrested if that happens.
But listen.
Willful obstruction of the highway and possible
this is what we were talking about yesterday. Okay?
We're not going to talk to a mob. We're not going to talk to a mob. Can you come forward and you come?
Let's go back and talk away from here, right?
Well, the meeting with Chief Pig was basically that he'd give us time to check out these two sites. If we get these sites back here, we can back there discuss what we're going to do about that. If we all walk, we all walk. I myself am walking.
I'm
I don't know
walking.
if you're following me, but I myself am walking. Okay? But if we just sit here peacefully, they can't do anything.
Is anybody actually doing anything about a site? It's a matter of interest. Somebody's looked at a map. Oh, that's a start.
Someone's gone.
There's a couple of motorbikes might have gone, haven't they?
Yeah, a couple of motorbikes have gone and someone's going to use a phone.
Right, when are they expected back?
The situation is that we have been told that there is a possibility that you have found a site somewhere in that direction. And listen, I have been told that by people amongst your group. If that is so, and you want to go in that direction to go to that site, we have no objection to you doing so in small numbers. Not... Listen... 3 or 4 vehicles at a time. Listen. Wait a minute. Listen, I will explain to you why. Because we cannot allow the roads to be blocked up by the long convoy for the first.
A law has been passed stopping us holding our religious ceremonies at a religious site. Now, if it's in a church which holds more than 300 people, on summer solstice, which they do, and people want to go and worship there, right, is there any laws in this country stopping them doing that?
I'm sorry, you well know there are no injunctions on churches there is at Stonehenge, and I can say no more than that. All right?
Answer my question, please. You answer my question, please. No, I'm front of here.
Stay here, let's get some guitars, let's have a party.
I'd ask you to move forward in groups of 4 or 5 vehicles at a time, and this they have refused to do because they wish to stay together as a unit. I have told them that I am prepared to arrest them all for obstructing the highway. Having said that, I'm asking for police officers to act with restraint at all times and to do their job in a professional and efficient manner.
Okay, you on
come on.
On your way.
Move yourself or you're under arrest.
That's mine, you pig! Get it back.
Why don't you go away? Why don't you just go away?
What they're doing is in fact highly illegal.
Stonehenge!
Because they've bullshitted us all the way. They promised us yesterday that this was going to be a simple roadblock to check the vehicles. And this is just, you know, they've just totally lied about this.
What law is there in the country to stop us from going to an ancient monument, a religious place of worship?
Oh, gentlemen, keep going, please. Hold on.
Can we have you moving, please? Just get off the roof. He's going to move.
Move, you can't go there. I was asking him what's the reason for arresting us, and he just put the handcuffs on me for no reason at all. I just asked him why is it going to happen, and that is it, you know? Too much.
What the hell's going on?
Well, he said stop.
For what?
No reason.
Look, how is it you can't walk along a public path, you know, that you're supposed to walk along, to be able to walk free, and you've got people telling you, go, stop, go, stop. What's the point? I don't understand.
Shipping it onto this path now would be stopped again. They ship this onto the field and then they take people.
What is illegal about just walking down this path?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, he isn't saying anything. Well,
go.
What should we do? Go or stop?
You'll be arrested for obstruction.
It's moving. We're moving. We're moving.
Yeah, why is that?
Pardon?
Can you tell me why there's no access,
Yeah,
please?
this road is blocked and you're going that way.
Yeah, can you tell me why there's no access?
Well, I'm just telling you. Okay.
So you're just blocking a village off, so...
Yeah, what I'm telling you to do, your vehicle is not permitted to go down there. If you would please go that way.
Yeah, could you give me a reason? Please.
Just go that way.
And that village is not included in the 5-mile exclusion zone. We can just seal a village off for no reason at all, but because we can understand any vehicle that enters 5 miles, people will be arrested. Well, this is not 5 miles, but they're just making the law up as they go along.
More than 200 people have been arrested, and now a convoy of a different kind is on the road. The travellers' vehicles and possessions are being towed to a police pound in an isolated part of Wiltshire. Those arrested were dispersed to police stations throughout the county, and after spending a night in the cells, many were released on bail on the condition that they leave Wiltshire within 24 hours and not return for 28 days.
What am I waiting for? I haven't got a clue. Don't know what I'm doing. Don't know where I'm going. Came from Bristol last Wednesday. We've been waiting hours for our stuff. We've been walking all night as well. Got no sleep.
We've been here since before they opened, since about 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we've been here since before then. Down the solstice, and that was it.
We got nicked.
We got into so much shit over it as well.
While others wait to appear in court, those released have walked or hitched up to 30 miles to this car pound to reclaim their vehicles and possessions.
Get this stuff cleared up as quickly as possible. Yeah, get it as quickly as possible. The bail conditions are that you have to leave Wiltshire as quickly as possible. Right?
Well, you are much of a help.
We are giving you a reasonable amount of time to do so. Please do so. If you do not do it quickly, then you will be arrested.
You just told us you were doing things.
Because it's been made a mess. It was perfectly timed.
Fair enough, you've got 10 minutes, okay.
Yeah,
you make me sick, you tick.
Play we did off. Yeah. I was supposed to meet somebody at the last Festival of Peace and Understanding, and they didn't turn up. Another picture.
Send them all to Mum.
Yeah.
Sorry, Neil.
And here I am, and this is all I've got. I'm a refugee. I'm an exile in my own country now. Yeah. I'm going to apply for refugee status to the British Refugee Council. I used to work with refugees, and this is what happened to people in third world countries. This is what happened to people in Latin America. This is the new right taking over. that's serious. You know.
With the benefit of hindsight, would you do the same again?
I don't know. Yeah, probably next year. I don't know, it's probably just we haven't had much sleep, so everybody's a bit wound up at the moment. You're only young once, aren't you? Might as well enjoy it.
South Africa, aren't they?
About
apartheid, they with the blacks. Well, we got it with our own people. We're just as bad. This is a police state now. That's what it is. Here, we got no freedom of speech, and you got no freedom in this country now.
I don't want no bugger hassling me or chasing me about, telling me what I can't do and what I can do. It's a free country. Everybody do what you please.
But they can't just have freedom just because they want it. They have to contribute something to society.
Doing something for their country.
Lying over there, drinking, smoking. Who paid for it?
They're tired.
Oh, the poor things. So am I tired, going to work and bringing up 3 children. I'm tired. I'm not drowning my tiredness in drugs and alcohol.
They're not
cigarettes.
got drugs. They've not got drugs. Can you prove they've got drugs? Can you prove they've got drugs?
No,
Go
I
over.
can't. But I can see them with their cans of beer and their cigarettes and everything.
They're
and
entitled to have a
someone's
beer.
paid for them.
Don't you have a glass of beer?
Well, we all drink.
I have a glass of beer.
I need to pay for it.
Doesn't matter where the money came from. They want a drink, so they're having a drink. And if they wanted a bloody drink, I'd give them the money to give them a drink.
Go on then, give them your money. They're not having mine.
I willingly give it to them. I'll share what I've got with anybody. He can be the tramp in the street. It doesn't bother me. He's as good as I am, until proved different.
Freedom. That's what it's all about.
Freedom is the law. Freedom under justice.
Well, I don't know about politics. I just believe that we should. We're all free in our own way, and
we ought to be.
We ought
free ourselves
to be.
from materialism.
I think we ought to be, and
freedom under justice.
All these police is a bit overwhelming. Such great numbers. There's a lot here today, though, isn't there? Stonehenge, the Stonehenge solstice, going back about 10 years ago. Well, it was now my husband and I went. It was just great fun. We just sat around, listened to a bit of music. We took our sleeping bags and dossed down for the night. It was just great fun. We had a bottle of drink with us, you know, why not?
The summer solstice dawned cold and clear, with about 100 people standing in the centre of Salisbury Plain, watching the sunrise over England's most celebrated monument. A group of Druids were allowed to hold a limited ceremony outside the barbed wire fence. In spite of arrests and police roadblocks, some members of the festival convoy did manage to get through. The traditional celebration of goodwill had become a rather sad and bleak affair. English Heritage closed Stonehenge to everyone for the 2 days of the summer solstice, even the tourists.
National Heritage have closed the monument.
Well, can we walk up there?
Walk and have a look, but, you know,
I think not. Right, that's all right. I mean, you won't nick us if we just go and
No,
have a look.
Anywhere near the monument. You're going to go back to your vehicle and leave this area, please.
I haven't got a vehicle.
Well, from wherever you came or however you came, okay?
This is a bit silly, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's a High Court injunction.
During the summer of 1986, the operation to stop the convoys involved the police, the courts, landowners, and the government. The final cost to the taxpayers was more than £1 million, and in the process, a collection of 4,000-year-old stones in the middle of Wiltshire has become an unlikely symbol of personal freedom.